Welcome back. In our video today, we're going to be gaining insights for Moon in Taurus, or Moon in the second house. We have a lot to cover. So go ahead and put your headphones in and put your phone down, and let's discuss this placement and transit. First, we're going to break down what the Moon is all about. So the Moon has to deal with your emotions, your most deepest emotions inside of you. It has to deal with your instincts, the way that you process information also, okay? It has to deal with your thought process. But it also has to do with your mother. The way that she nurtured you, took care of you, okay, was there for you. It's seen by the Moon. So we already know that the Moon is linked to the sign of Cancer, okay? And every characteristic and trait is embodied and is connected to the Moon. So now when you're going into the second house of the natal birth chart, this is considered to be a survival house. This is the house of luxury. The glitz, the glam is seen by the second house because the house is about what you value. It has to do with your possessions. It's linked to Taurus, okay? And Taurus energy. So Venus is the ruling planet of the second house. Okay, so this is going to be about love, beauty, creativity, peace, harmony, and tranquility. But it has a lot to do with living that good life, okay? The glitz, the glam, luxury, and what you hold valuable to you. So it really does show you the intake and the outtake of money, making sure that you can maintain your bills, being self-made, self-sufficient, and going out there, getting it out the mud for your goddamn self. So let's jump into this right now. Moon in the second house, men and women, people and individuals. So these people are straightforward, okay? Very straightforward. People, and they are very creative, being able to express their emotions artistically and always knowing how and what they should spend their money on, okay? So I actually do like this place because it's so interesting to me. It really is. So you can't feel emotionally secure until you're certain that your financial future is stable. So these are going to be the type of people that want to be able to have everything all together. They want to be financially stable. They want to be self-sufficient. They want to be self-made, and they are geared to pushing themselves towards this, into this direction. So with the Moon in the second house, people, they can spend a lot of money on gifts for the people that they love. Okay, so they can do this with their mothers. They can do this with their brothers, sisters, children. Okay, friends, and also intimate relationships. They can spend a lot of money on these people. Okay, because they are giving. So, okay, they have a lot of giving nature inside of them where they want to look out for you, help you out when you're in need. So more times than not, you may put other people's needs above your own, which is not necessarily the healthiest thing to do. So this placement will make you extremely materialistic, and you will need financial security more than anything else in this world. These are going to be the people that are pretty much obsessed with money because it's going to fuck with them on an emotional level if they don't have it. Okay, a lot of people with this placement actually do have the money, okay. They're good with pinpointing where the money needs to be shipped over here, shipped over there, put this over here. So these are the type of people that are going to have the backup to back up the backup. Okay, making sure they build this pay, making sure that they got extra on top of that. When they're going on trips, they probably come back with more money than what they needed, which is an excellent thing. Okay, I'm putting other people's needs ahead of yours is something that you might want to refrain from doing. Even though you're giving, that's nice and all of that. But you have to look out for you first. Okay, and then everybody has to come second. That's just it. If you're not good, how the fuck everybody else going to be good? So please keep that in mind. But money is going to be extremely important to these men and women. Okay, and it's going to be even more intensified because the Moon is in the second house. All right. Value possessions and intake and outtake of money wanting to survive at all costs. Okay. So just going a little bit deeper into this. So your emotional happiness is strongly related to how stable you are and how um secure your future seems to be. So the more that you surround yourself by high quality possessions and comforts, the more secure and happy that these men and women are going to be. Okay, so the more things that they accumulate. Okay, possessions. You got a house, you got a car. Okay, you got a business. The more they accumulate, the more happier they seem to be within themselves. So now, when it comes down to the women with this placement, okay, so the women may be very preoccupied with how much money they are making, being also possible for them to take care of all the inheritance in their family. Okay, so please keep that in mind when you're talking about the woman of displacement. It's possible. Okay, very possible that they'll own antique shops or deal with valuable things. Real estate is also something that these people can dive completely into, be extremely successful in doing real estate. Okay, they're very good at investing. Real estate, handling the books, anything that has to do with even Hollywood, being an actor, being an actress, being film writer. Okay, you are actually the film director. Okay, this would be excellent for these people to jump into. Okay, they have a keen eye for knowing what is of value and what is not okay, especially when it comes down to property and when they decide they want to buy property. So they can probably buy a house that is a nice looking house and has a lot of potential for it for add-ons. Okay, and know how to perfect that. So now finances, when it comes down to finances, finances is something you know how to manage very well. Many people will think you're doing something illegal, suristy, greasy, grimy, and even immoral. All right. Even if these people are not doing those things, this is what people can think that they're doing, that they're getting their money in a more greasier kind of way than in a professional kind of way. All right, and that can be the case because you are dealing with a second house where it's by any means necessary, but it doesn't have to be that, okay? They can be working their 9 to 5s. They can have their own business. It can be a solidified, legitimate business that they're running that has the potential to grow and prosper. All right? But they can also sell drugs. They can also go out there and have sex for money too. Okay? But anybody can do that. See what I'm saying? But people with displacement, more than the second house, you will have people trying to figure out, where did you get all this shit from? Okay, how did you even put this shit together? And trust me, these men and women, they can put some shit together. They are the type of people that's gonna love nice things, beautiful things, and maybe just even things that cost a lot. These are the type of people that you can see that probably have a watch that costs something that a lot of people can't even afford. So this is what it is, and they can get these things. So now the ones who are more evolved will nourish their love for beauty and art by getting their hands on expensive things, and they can also price it at a better rate, okay, at a lower rate. So if something's extremely expensive, they can get their hands on it and go a little bit under that and still get some bread. Okay? This is what they can do. So now these men and women are reserved and deep as fuck. These are some deep ass people. Okay. They would do a great job, though, at putting all of their thoughts and impressions into art pieces and being really appreciated as people of culture. So they are equivalent and smart, but they simply don't want to express themselves because they're focusing on something else. So preferring to talk without subtext and always meaning what they are saying. So these are going to be the type of people that say what they mean and mean what they say. Okay, it's no beating around the bush with them. They can be very blunt, straight to the point. As I previously said, they are straightforward people. However, they never mean to hurt anyone, but they do because they're so brutally honest. And their honesty and they're just being fucking blunt, and all of that can definitely bother other people. Okay, so they can irritate the shit out of people with the stuff that they say out of their mouth. And they're not intentionally trying to hurt you. They're just simply trying to get their point across. So when sexually frustrated, they may be cold and mean with their partners. Okay, so they do have an edge to them when they are sexually frustrated. Okay, they might just need some alone time for their self to just ponder, think, think things through, whatever's going on in their life, okay? They need to probably just find an outlet for that so that they won't come off as being so cold and detached to their partners when they are sexually frustrated. Okay, so spending all of their money on a comfortable home and on making their family feel good is extremely heightened with this placement. These are the type of people that will look out for you. Okay, if you're fucked up, if you're going through a crisis situation, they will come to your rescue. Might even just pay your bill, pay your rent, okay? Pay your insurance, pay your cardinal, just to take the stress off of you. They are the helpers. They will help you in that kind of way. So you can tend to go on shopping sprees, especially when feeling insecure and lonely. All right. So these are the big spenders, and they can spend quite a bit of money when they are feeling uneasy, when they are feeling emotionally um damaged. Okay, damaged good and okay. Also, when they're feeling secure, insecure, I said when they are insecure, okay, and feeling very much lonely, this is when this can jump off and take place for them. So these are the types that will make sure they have something saved for a rainy day. So these people can be either freeloaders and they can be a master at it, or they can be the rock of their families that everyone runs to, relies on, and also depends on for financial support. Okay, so with them, it can go both ways. Yes, they are the helpers. And yes, they will stand up and help you. But they can also be freeloaders also and can rock out and do that shit. But they could also be that link to the family. Okay, that full-blown damn rock of the family that everybody knows they can run to, rely on, count on. Okay, so they are going to be highly emotional. However, when it comes down to their money. Okay, so please do not play with somebody that has moon in the second house when it comes down to their money. Okay, money means everything to them. Money means the world to them. It's impossible, okay, for them not to feel that way. So now, it's possible they will never know how much they're actually worth and be very possessive with their other half. Okay, so we already know that the second house has to do with possessions and what you value. Okay, we do also understand that people can also become other people's possessions and they can feel like this person belongs to them and they have full ownership over this particular person. All right, and this is how they can be with their partners. Now don't fuck with their money, don't fuck with their partners, and don't fuck with their family. Okay, they're going to start feeling a whole nother different type of fucking way on your ass. All right, so moving along. You are prone to worrying about money all the damn time. It's important for you to remember life isn't all about money and possessions. It's just not. So don't determine how much a human is worth off of the things that they have or accumulated, okay? These men and women really do need to know and understand that you are who you are with or without money. Money doesn't make you. Money doesn't break you. People allow it to do that, okay? But it does not do that. It shouldn't be able to do it is what I'm saying, okay? You are who you are, whether you have $10 in your pocket or $150,000 in your damn pocket. You are who the fuck you are. And just please understand and recognize that, okay? Your self-worth doesn't come from the car you drive. It doesn't come from the house that you live in. It doesn't come from those things, okay? It comes from within, period. It's not outside of you, all right? So, moon in the second house. People will want to make money in their professions and that their jobs may be something related to water or even the public, as you're very good at interacting with other people. So as I said before, they can do very well in being an actor, a rapper, a singer, okay? Anything that has to do with water, okay? You can be a crabber, a fisher, okay? Maybe you're a lifeguard, whatever the case may be. They will do excellent with this working in the public, okay? Might even want to be a speaker, okay? And things like that. But it definitely can be linked to Hollywood. Hollywood would be very ideal for them. Museums, okay? Because they're going to be very artistic kind of people and they have an eye for beauty. So they definitely can finesse that. So you can also have a job in taking care of people. So this can also mean health field, all right? Working in the hospital, working in a nursing home, being a home health aide, a nurse, a LPN, a doctor, all of those things that have to do with health, okay? Being a nutritionist. So your mother or wife will have a great influence over your finances, okay? Bringing in good salary or living, not living, or leaving them a constant, okay, inheritance. So this is something else going on over here. Your wife, when it comes down to the man, can definitely get married to somebody that has a quite a bit money, okay, quite a bit amount of money that can leave him an inheritance. Okay, all right. And also your mother. Your mother can leave you something too. And it can just be consistent and coming in constantly. All right. So now what these people do need to do is really just know that when they are being disciplined and practical, okay, they have all the potential in the world, okay? Keeping what you have saved can be a challenge for you, as you tend to skip yourself to have emotional, I'm sorry. Keeping what you have saved can be a challenge for you, as you tend to skimp and have their emotional life greatly influenced by wealth. Everything about the individuals having more than a second house is centered around their possessions and their loved ones. So these people are going to be very much linked to and really wanting the good life. They want that damn good life. And I'm talking about that movie star life, that love, and hip hop life, that basketball wife life. They want that life, okay? And these men and women are definitely going to get it all right because they're good with handling the books. They're good with handling money. What they do a lot is to spend a lot of money on people that they love, okay? But they do have a great niche for that. All right, that's all I have. Please leave a comment if anything resonates with you, and be sure to watch the next video to gain more insight on other transits and placements. I want to thank you for watching.